Ponzi scheme. Meet the ultimate robbing Peter to pay Paul scam. Imagine a financial buffet where your returns are paid by the next guest's entry fee, and the food eventually runs out. This scheme promises you high returns, but it's really just a house of cards waiting to collapse. The mastermind lives lavishly, while you're left wondering where your money disappeared to. Trust us, it's not in their 5-star resort. Nigerian prince scam. Ever dreamt of having a royal pen pal? Well, a Nigerian prince is desperate to give you his fortune. All he needs is your bank details. Spoiler alert, there's no prince, no palace, and definitely no fortune. You end up feeling like the pauper, not the prince. But hey, at least you got a royal scam experience. Phishing scams. Beware the digital phishing trip where you're the catch of the day. Phishing scams trick you into revealing personal info by masquerading as trustworthy sources. You think you're logging into your bank account, instead you're handing over the keys to your account. Suddenly your bank balance is thinner than a supermodel. Hook, line, and sinker. Identity theft. Your identity is valuable. So valuable that someone might just steal it and live their best, your life. Identity thieves pilfer your personal information and rack up debts faster than you can say, fraud alert. Next thing you know, you're getting bills for a yacht you never bought. It's like being in a bad spy movie, only without the cool gadgets. Pyramid scheme. Climbing the corporate ladder? Pyramid schemes promise that dream, but it's a stairway to nowhere. You recruit others to join, who recruit others, who recruit when you get it. Eventually, the bottom falls out, and the only thing you're left holding is disappointment. At least you'll have plenty of business associates to commiserate with. Fake charities. Feel good about donating? Fake charities love that feeling too, mainly because they're pocketing your generosity. They tug at your heartstrings with tales of woe, then run off with your wallet. Instead of helping the needy, you're just funding a scammer's holiday. Your good intentions, their good time. Investment fraud. Think you found the next big thing in the stock market? Think again. Investment fraudsters promise huge returns, but it's all smoke and mirrors. They take your money and disappear faster than you can say, portfolio. It's like betting on a horse race where all the horses are imaginary. Credit card fraud. Swipe, swipe, hooray! Except when it's a fraudster using your credit card for a shopping spree. You get the bill for items you never bought, from places you've never been. Meanwhile, the scammer is enjoying their new gadgets and designer clothes. Your credit score takes a hit while they hit the town. Romance scams. Love is in the air. Or is it? Romance scammers woo you with sweet nothings and then ask for somethings, like money. They claim it's for a plane ticket to meet you, but really it's a one-way trip to Heartbreak Hotel. The only thing you'll be kissing goodbye is your cash. Fake job offers. Land a job without even applying? Sounds too good to be true, and it is. Fake job offers lure you with promises of easy money, but they're really after your personal info or upfront fees. Instead of a paycheck, you get played. Your dream job turns into a nightmare scam. Lottery scams. Congratulations! You've won a lottery you never entered. All you need to do is pay a small fee to claim your prize. Lottery scams dangle the promise of riches but leave you poorer. They say you can't win if you don't play. In this case, you can't win, period. Your lucky day? Not so much. Online shopping scams. Found a deal that's too good to be true? It probably is. Online shopping scams offer amazing discounts on non-existent products. You pay up, but the only thing that shows up is buyer's remorse. That shiny new gadget? Just a figment of your wishful thinking. Tech support scams. Your computer's crying for help, or so the scammer says. Tech support scams frighten you with fake problems and then charge you to fix them. They remotely access your PC and your bank account. Instead of tech help, you get techno trouble. Fake check scams. You receive a check in the mail that's too good to be true. And guess what? It is. Fake check scams trick you into depositing counterfeit checks and wiring money back. The check bounces and you're left footing the bill. It's a financial bounce house, minus the fun. IRS impersonation scams. The IRS is calling and they're angry. Except it's not the IRS. It's a scammer demanding immediate payment. IRS impersonation scams terrify you into handing over money to avoid jail time. The real IRS doesn't operate this way, but scammers sure do. Taxes are stressful enough without adding fraud to the mix. Rental scams. Looking for a place to live? Rental scams offer dream apartments at unbelievable prices. Pay the deposit and the listing disappears along with your money. You're left without a home and with a hard lesson learned. House hunting shouldn't feel like a game of hide and seek. Wire fraud. Need to wire money fast? Scammers hope so. Wire fraud involves tricking you into sending money electronically to fake accounts. Once the money's gone, it's nearly impossible to get back. It's like sending cash into a black hole. Work from home scams. Earn big bucks from the comfort of your couch. Work from home scams promise easy money for minimal effort. Instead, you're asked to pay for training or materials that never arrive. Your job ends before it begins, and so does your bank balance. Travel scams. Your dream vacation awaits, but travel scams turn into a nightmare. They offer luxurious trips at rock-bottom prices, only to vanish after you pay. Your tropical getaway becomes a staycation with a side of regret. At least you saved on sunscreen. Social security scams. Social Security in jeopardy? Scammers pretend to be officials, threatening to cut off your benefits unless you pay up. Social Security scams use fear to rob you of your savings. The real Social Security Administration doesn't call with threats, but scammers do. Medicare fraud. Medicare scammers love seniors, but only for their information. They promise free services or equipment, then bill Medicare for fraudulent claims. Instead of better health, you get a headache dealing with the fallout. Remember, Medicare doesn't need your bank info over the phone. Counterfeit goods scams. Found designer goods at unbelievable prices? Counterfeit goods scams trick you into buying fake products. You end up with knockoffs that fall apart and a wallet that feels equally flimsy. Your friends might not notice, but your bank account sure will. Business email compromise scams. BEC. Hackers impersonate your boss or colleague asking for urgent money transfers. BEC scams use convincing emails to trick you into sending funds to fraudulent accounts. You think you're helping the company, but you're really helping a scammer's vacation fund. The office hero becomes the office zero. Auction fraud. Bid and win, but never receive your prize. Auction fraud occurs when scammers take your payment and disappear without delivering the item. Instead of a great deal, you get a raw deal. It's eBay gone astray. Fake debt collection scams. You're suddenly hounded for debts you don't owe. Fake debt collection scams intimidate you into paying non-existent bills. They use threats and scare tactics to get your money. Your peace of mind? Gone with your cash. Employment scams. Job hunting? Employment scams offer positions that require upfront fees or personal info. Instead of a career, you get conned. The job market is tough enough without adding scam artists to the mix. Timeshare scams. Timeshare presentations promise paradise, but timeshare scams leave you in financial purgatory. They lure you into paying for a vacation property you can rarely use. Instead of sun and sand, you get perpetual fees and regret. Binary options scams. You think you're savvy enough for binary options trading? Think again. Binary option scams lure you with the promise of quick profits but manipulate the results. Instead of making bank, you're making donations to a scammer's cause. Gold investment scams. Gold is a safe investment, right? Gold investment scams promise big returns on fake or overpriced gold. Your shiny investment turns out to be fool's gold. Instead of a golden opportunity, you get golden grief. Fake antivirus scams. Your computer's infected. Fake antivirus scams trick you into buying useless software. You pay for protection that does nothing but deplete your funds. Instead of a clean system, you get a cleaned-out bank account. Tax fraud. Think you can outsmart the IRS? Tax fraud scams promise huge refunds through falsified returns. You might see some cash, but the penalties and interest will cost you much more. The IRS isn't as gullible as the scammer claims. Online dating scams. Love at first click. Online dating scams lure you into emotional relationships, then ask for money. Instead of wedding bells, you hear alarm bells. Your heart's broken, and so is your piggy bank. Pump and dump schemes. Got a hot stock tip? Pump and dump schemes inflate stock prices with false info, then sell off shares for a profit. You buy in, price plummets, and your investment sinks. It's the stock market's version of musical chairs, and you're left standing. Charity fraud. Giving feels good, but charity fraud makes you regret it. Scammers pose as legitimate charities, pocketing your donations. Your generosity funds their greed instead of good deeds. It's a donation to dishonesty. Miracle cure scams. Miracle cures promise to heal everything from baldness to bankruptcy. These scams sell fake treatments that do nothing for your health but drain your wallet. Instead of a miracle, you get a medical mess. Home repair scams. Need home repairs? Home repair scams take your money and leave shoddy work behind. They vanish before the job's done, and you're left with more problems than you started with. Your house and your finances suffer. Psychic scams. The future looks bright, according to the psychic, after you pay up. Psychic scams prey on your hopes and fears, offering fake insights for real money. Your crystal ball only reveals a lighter wallet. Subscription scams. Get a free trial, end up with endless charges. Subscription scams trick you into signing up for recurring fees that are hard to cancel. You thought you were getting a deal, but you got a raw deal. College scholarship scams. Need help paying for college? Scholarship scams promise funds but ask for application fees. You end up with no scholarship and a lighter bank account. Your education costs just went up thanks to the scammers. Green card lottery scams. Dreaming of the American dream? Green card lottery scams offer fake promises of winning a visa in exchange for fees. Instead of a green card, you get red flags. Your path to a new life becomes a detour into deception.